Tell us this story about you and Mr. Dundee having a little backstage conversation here.
Yeah, so the deal was, Bill was, and to put it, only way I know to say it, was very jealous of the push we were getting. Bill tried to block us from even getting a job at USWA. It's strange that he would try to block his own kid, but, wrestlers and their kids sometimes have strange relationships. But anyway, as we start getting that push and everything, he's knocking us to the office. He's doing this, he's doing that, but yet on his gimmick table, and, Bill's one of them old school guys. He's there at 6 o'clock with everything out there before the doors open, making his money on his gimmicks. And one picture he's got is one of myself, Jamie, and him all standing in the ring together. So he's selling this picture. I don't remember. They're, the 5x7s or 4x6s or whatever they were, that everybody sold, for a little extra to get the three of us together. So that's kind of hurting. Why would somebody want to buy one individual Bill Dundee picture and one individual PG-13 picture when they can get one picture of all of us, for a little bit less? So I went to Jamie. I said, you know what, Jamie? I said, this is bullshit, man. I said, he's cutting in on our money. I said, and then, beyond that, he's knocking us to the office every freaking week. I said, he needs to give us some money out of that. Jamie said, man, that's my dad, man. I can't say nothing, man. I can't say nothing to him. You say something to him. I said, fine.
Oh, man.
I forget. It was a spot show. I believe it was a Buddy Wayne show, like on a Friday night or something. And I think it was in Mississippi or something like that. And so Bill is in the dressing room, very small little high school gym in a small town. And he's laying down. He's already dressed. He's laying down on a bench. And so I walk in there, and I'm trying not to do this in front of the boys, right? And so I said, hey, Bill, I said, can I have a word with you? Can you step out here? I want to get out of the dressing room and get into the hallway there. It was just me and him. And he said, you got something to say to me, mate? You say it right here. And that wasn't the greatest Bill Dundee impression, but
it'll work.
So he said, I said, okay, Bill. I said, I'm trying to do this, professionally. And I said, I think it's bullshit, Bill, that, you're knocking us, blah, 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 blah. You got this picture right here. I said, I want some money off that picture. I said, you owe it to us. Because, just what I explained to you about the reason, people would buy that one instead of two individuals.
Right. Yeah.
And he got to mouthing, and then I got to mouthing, and I don't remember what words were said, but the final thing was he started to set up on the bench. And I said, okay, Bill, then I kind of put my hands out to the side, and I said, well, what the fuck's up then? Fighting words, what the fuck's up? I mean, let's go.
Yeah. And
he said, you want to know what's up? I'll show you what's up. And he fucking reaches into his boot, and he pulls out his fucking knife, about a 12-inch fucking knife.
Oh, my God.
So I took a step backwards, obviously, and he stands up with the knife in his hand and kind of starts coming at me. Well, thankfully, Randy Hales and Doug Gilbert were there, and Doug grabbed like I said, this was like a high school. So you remember, I think it was a overhead projector. You remember how they had them on those little carts that they'd wheel into the classroom or whatever?
Yeah.
So there's one of those carts, and like I said, I believe it was an overhead projector that was on top of it. So Doug takes that thing and just pushes it and kind of gets in between us and puts the cart and the projector like in between us, so that creates a barrier where Bill can't come stab my guts out. And that was the end of that. They ended up. Bill had to leave right then. Randy fired him right there on the spot, and he left and whatnot. But me and Bill, we'll talk more about this, of him coming back, because like I said, they fired him right there. Now, he did end up coming back, and Lawler and Randy both came to me and said, hey, we want to do this angle. Of course, they wanted to, capitalize off the shoot incident in the dressing room and have you and Bill work an angle. At first, I was like, fuck, no. But then I got to thinking about it. Might be some money, you know what I mean? And so we ended up doing it with me and Bill over that. So
this has been a James Rockstreet production.